Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Ask YP live show. Okay, Ask YP Now live show. Okay, so this is the show where I promise you can ask me any questions as long as it's not politically sensitive or about religion, and we're going to give you honest, truthful answers. It may not be what you want to hear, but definitely these are very practical answers. So I'm known as the Work Less Earn More expert, and what I do is I help people, okay, to work 20 hours less. And that's a promise to work 20 hours less in your week and to be 10 times wealthier in 90 days or less, right? So tonight we are very privileged to have some speakers with us. These are my really good friends, and we're going to look at one topic, and the topic is simply how to finish the year strong. Now, what's today's date? Today is the 2nd of December, isn't it? So we only got about 1 month left before we say bye-bye to 2021. And I think many people, isn't it? Many people want to say bye-bye to 2021, okay? But we just don't want to get out of 2021, on a slow pace. You want to get out of 2021, with a whoosh, okay? We'll finish the year strong. So I've got these three amazing people joining me tonight, and they're going to share with you different ideas on how to finish the year strong, okay? So, okay, shall we get the lady to start first? Okay, so Czarina, in no more than 60 seconds, BNI style, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself and what benefits you bring to your clients? Okay, right.
All right. Hi, YP. Hi, Marius and Leslie. And everyone else watching. I'm Czarina Malyari, and you can think of me as the housekeeper and plumber of your energy body or your aura. And if there's a doctor for your physical body, I'm there for your energy body. And all I do is really just specialize in what's described as the science and art of energy healing or pranic healing. And I help individuals, couples, families, organizations, communities, plants, and even pets. Yes, also those to really improve the overall health, and also incorporating character building in terms of like the um, addressing of like transformational and like self-development journey, which in turn leads to actually empowering people to become strong leaders.
Wow. And Zarina, just a quick question. Where are you based?
I'm based in Manila, Philippines.
Okay, and do I need to be in the Philippines in order to be one of your clients?
No,
Or
actually I can cater to clients as long as you're on planet Earth. I can cater to you.
okay, I got no plans of traveling to other
Yes,
planets
just
right
in
now.
case
Okay,
you're in
sounds
space,
good.
you have to bring me along.
Okay, so thanks a lot, Sarina. So let's hear from our crypto turtle, Leslie.
Hello. Yes. Thanks, YP, for the invite. Yeah, so I'm Leslie. So I'm also the co-founder of this Crypto Learn SG. Yeah, so it's actually a place where we help people to learn about crypto and also begin their crypto investing journey in I would say safe, secure, and profitable manner. Yeah, because as you know, crypto is um, very new. Yeah, so I think it's very important that we learn the correct way in a sense, yeah, to begin that journey, right? So that's what I do. YP, you're muted.
Thanks for reminding me. Leslie, we've always been brought up to listen to our wives. I'm not sure whether you're married or not. You've always been taught to listen to to your wives. And this one incident where I didn't listen to my wife, and I'm so happy now. So I remember, a few years ago when Bitcoin was at 13,000 something. Okay, I went in, and then when it dropped down to 8,000, my wife was telling me, "Oh, we better go and cut our losses, go and sell." I said, "No, I refuse." Okay, and then we just forgot about it, and it grew to now 60 something thousand. So sometimes, so moral, okay, man. So sometimes, follow your gut. And if you think that something is a good investment, stick to it and don't listen to your wife, okay? Right. She's not around, so she's not listening, so it's okay. Okay, thank you,
Actually,
Leslie.
this is the first time I hear YP saying that you actually own Bitcoin. I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know that.
But good. I didn't know.
Yeah,
That's a
I
good
do invest in
choice.
a fair bit of things too. Yeah. Okay. Right. Thanks,
Cool.
Leslie. So Marius, over to you. Can you introduce? By the way, sorry, Leslie, where are you based?
in Singapore. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you don't have to be in Singapore also to be my students. Yeah, because nowadays we also do these online courses. Yeah, virtually
Okay.
because of the pandemic. We all know that, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Back to you,
Okay.
YP.
Yep. Thank you. So, Marius, can you share with us, where you're based and what do you do for your clients? Yeah.
Okay, thank you, YP. Thank you for inviting me here. So, again, good morning, good evening, everyone. I'm Marius Briseño here in Cavite, Philippines. So, basically, I'm a volunteer life coach. So, what I do is that reminding people how great they are, that keep putting them back to their values. So basically, my main business is about insurance, and of course, I'm also a managing director here in BNI. So I keep on coaching our clients and then most of my teams that going back to their values. So I keep on reminding them that who are they, who are really are. So that's it. That's me, and back to you, YP.
Thank you so much, Marius. But you got me curious, you say you're a volunteer coach. What do you mean by volunteer coach? Most of the time, a life coach, people pay for a life coach, isn't it? What do you mean, like you volunteer to be a life coach? Never heard of it before.
Okay, yeah. Actually, I do this in a very minimal cost. So the purpose of why I'm volunteering is that I help people based from my belief and my core values that I want to help them, not because I'm driven by the financials, but I'm helping them out of my value, out of love, out of concerns. So that's why I'm volunteering. I'm not really for paying, but more on helping them out of love, out of compassion, out of commitment to my clients. So that's it. So that's why I volunteer.
So that's am I right to say that your life coaching is your platform to give back to the community, to
Yeah.
serve? Would that be right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And in what capacity? Okay, so you help people with life coaching. So what sort of people do you help? And what sort of results do they achieve?
Oh yeah. So most of my clients that my coaches were professionals, students, and sometimes they have these big goals. They already know what to do. However, there are some fears within them that keeps them pulling them back so that they cannot achieve their goals. So what we usually do is keep on talking to them. What stops them? What hinders them? So where are those fears coming from? So that's we come in. That's really go back to the roots of our clients. So that's it.
Okay. So I mean, I've been known to be somebody who can simplify things easily. Okay. So am I right to say that what you do for your clients is to help them remove their blockages, their obstacles, their fears, so that they can perform better?
Yes, we are a performance coaching. Yes.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Woohoo! So I got spot on 2 points, right? Okay, good. So I'm gonna come back to you, Marius. I'm gonna ask you what you do for your clients to help them finish strong. Okay, I'm gonna come back to you with that question. Okay. So meanwhile, I'm gonna jump to Czarina. Czarina, what is
Yes.
how do I pronounce it correctly? Pranic,
Pranic healing, not
Pranic.
panic.
Okay, not panic. Okay. So
Yeah.
what is pranic healing? Because there's something relatively new to me. So what do you
Yes.
do for your clients?
Well, it's basically a form of energy healing or healing modality. And we don't necessarily have to touch our patients in order for us to create some sort of positive change in their life, basically, because this is basically a lot of techniques and it's a skill. Not just like driving, just like baking, cooking. There are steps, and you have to learn how to do it. And you don't
Okay.
necessarily have to quit your job to do it as well.
Okay.
And like I said, it's just creating flow as well. And I think I'm similar to Marius in a way, because I do also remove blocks, but in my case it's energetic blocks, because sometimes your blocks are actually energy, no? So that's why some people have a difficult time either moving forward or fulfilling their goals or their plans, because there's an energetic block. And with the techniques that I've learned from my spiritual teacher, or the teacher who founded Pranic Healing, Master Choco Soy. He's taught specific practical ways in order for us to even use our hands now as
Okay.
healers to remove those blocks and basically throw it away.
So I'm going to ask you a very practical question. How do I
Yes.
know if I've got a block?
Well, sometimes it can manifest actually differently for everybody, but the common thing that I've noticed with people that ask me for healing sessions, it's basically when they feel like they don't know what to do next. What's the next step?
Oh,
How
okay.
do I move forward from this? Something like that. Or if they feel that there's something that they want to do, but they can't even do a physical step or the next move. So even simple things like that, you kind of have to be aware. And when you start to doubt yourself, that's also an indicator of being stuck.
Okay, that means if I
Yeah.
use the word the energy flow or the chi flow is not going through well, then you
Mm-hmm.
feel that you are like being weighed down by anchor, isn't it? Or a big concrete block.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Good, makes sense. It makes sense. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So let's come to Leslie next. Leslie. So what do you do for your clients?
Sorry, sorry, I wasn't able to unmute myself. Okay. Yes.
Don't worry, don't worry. Just go ahead.
All right. So actually, I advocate this continuous learning actually in our community. Yeah, because in anything, I believe there are always something new for us to learn and say improve ourselves. Yeah, and especially so in a new arena like cryptocurrency, right? Okay, because it's changing constantly and the technology is moving very fast. So it's actually extremely important to actually continue learning. And we also help our community to do that by providing, I would say, a platform, okay, both internally and I would say externally in a sense. Okay, so internally we always have things like updates or even live workshop for them. So we don't end after the class, you see. So we still keep in contact in a community where we actually learn and improve together. Okay, so of course externally we find people, like people I would say the domain experts in their field, right, and to share more with our community and also other brands and even other events for them to participate and learn more. Okay, in fact, there are actually two such of these events coming up. Okay, so if I may just share my screen very very quickly. Yeah, so yeah, I think YP, I need your help to do that. Yeah, okay, yes. So actually there's two events. One of them is actually this event. Okay, as you can see, actually it's in Chinese. Okay, so if you understand Mandarin, you may actually join this event. So I'm actually in it. Yeah, so I'll be speaking. Very very honored to be actually invited to this event actually by Success Resources. Yeah, so Mary Buffett, T Half Edka will be there also. Yep. So yep, you can actually go and register right here. Just find the parrot. Okay. So I think later I'll paste the link on the Facebook page. Okay. But I think YP is streaming this to multiple places, so may need your help to paste on other links if people want to attend. Right. Okay. So if you don't understand Chinese, don't be disappointed. So there's actually another event. Right, so it's actually a co-create event. So Mary Buffett will be there as well. Right, so you will not miss out anything. Yes. Okay. So yeah, it's actually coming in the next week, next weekend. Actually, both are in the same day, both days. Right. So if you are English speaking, you can actually join this where you actually learn about both health and wealth related topics. Yeah. All right. YP, you're muted again. Yeah. Yeah, back to you.
So basically, you were saying that the topic is that how can we help people finish the year strong? So this is definitely two conferences. Do they have to pay to take part, or these are free?
Yeah. Both are free. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's free to, yeah,
Yeah.
attend.
To pick up new knowledge, new skills, so that you can end 2021 strong and be ready for 2022. Good, fantastic. Okay. So which of you want to start first? So I'm going to ask you, now a bit more directly. What exactly would you want to do to help people finish strong, the year strong? What do you do to help your clients finish the year strong? Wow, all of you are volunteering at the same time.
I
So can
guess
I
I
get
can go
Marius?
ahead.
Zarina, go ahead. Okay, go.
Yeah.
How do you think? Yeah.
Well, to help my clients or my patients finish strong, normally at the end of the year I like to do like an energy reset. So I do that by offering up some healing sessions or meditation sessions. It's quite powerful to really just flush out any kind of block you might have energetically, and this really kind of cleans the slate and prepares you for the year to come. And it's really good to do this prior to the actual new year, because it's
Okay.
important for you to have that clarity, right, with everything that we do, so that you really kind of like bulldoze through the coming year. And it doesn't have to be something like super intense. It can just be like as simple as a meditation or a healing session, and you quietly but powerfully come into your 2022.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the question, you said that you had a teacher, a spiritual teacher. So can I ask
Hmm.
you whether is pranic healing religious in any form?
No, it's actually non-sectarian.
Okay.
So religion is not exactly like spirituality. So pranic healing is actually a school, an energy school, where it's open to all religions, whatever culture you're from, whatever gender, open to all. So, and you might find some similarities to your religion in there, just because it's spirituality and religion. It's like thin line, but
Hmm.
there's no I don't think there's anything that goes against any
Okay.
religion.
Yep. So that means it's non-sectarian, as you say, and
No.
any religion can actually practice. Okay, that's
Yes.
good, right? Okay. Woohoo. Right. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. So between Marius and Leslie, who wants to go next? Marius, I see that you've
Ah,
unmuted yourself.
yes, yes. Yeah. So what I usually ask to my clients or to my team, even to my team, is that why are you doing this? We really go back to their why. I keep on reminding them that yeah, December is coming, the end is nearing. Yeah, the goal is not yet there. We are not yet achieving that, but but I keep on reminding them that why are you doing this? Is it for your family? Is it for your self accomplishment? Is for you experiencing your power? Then they can remind the emotions that came up when they are thinking about their goals. It just reminding them why are you doing this. It really gives them, and they really give them energy to keep
Mm.
on doing even if it is already December.
Okay. Right. And I'm going to go to Leslie next. Okay. So when I come back to the two of you, I want each of you, and later on, I want Leslie to share what is that one success story that make you the happiest among all the clients that you have. Okay. So I'll give you a little bit of time to think.
Yeah.
This is a bit of a typical, not so typical answer question. I'm going to come back to the two of you now. Let's go to Leslie. Okay. So Leslie, what do you do, or what are you gonna do to help your clients finish the year strong?
Okay, yeah. So okay, because in investing, right? Okay, so sometimes there's a lot of emotion involved, right? Okay, so like YP share his story, right? Like your wife say that it's going down, from 13,000 to 8,000. Let's cut the loss. All these are emotion because we are scared. It's normal, right? Okay, so when earlier I mentioned that we set up this company, this school in a sense, to help people navigate the crypto ecosystem, the crypto space in a safe, profitable, and secure manner. Okay, so we actually develop a strategy, a system where you actually don't need to you don't need to you don't have to use your emotion, right? You have to follow the system strictly. Yeah. So coming back to the question, I would help my client to actually so-called remember this system, right, that has been taught to them, okay, and not use the emotion, because they have been doing that pretty well for the last 11 months. So the last month, very crucial. Don't forget about this and start to use your emotion, and then you wasted, your 11 months of effort. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do to help them. right?
Let's say, can I ask you a bit more technical? So, your clients, so you help them invest in cryptocurrency, obviously. Is
Mhm.
it a platform where where they invest? Do they need a lot of time to monitor, or is that an auto trading type of system? Can we have a little bit
Mm.
more information on that? Yeah.
Sure, sure, of course. Firstly, the auto trading system, no, lah. Okay, not it's not that. Okay, yeah. So this system, right? This strategy that we actually so-called taught is teach them. It's actually you don't need a lot of time. Okay, because the problem, I would say the problem, but the thing with crypto is 24 hours, right? You cannot
Mm.
watch the market all the time unless you don't sleep. If for no example, the US market, at least, okay lah, if you want to monitor, is at least, like 5 to 6 hours. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, so but crypto is, I would say, impossible to watch it all the time. Yeah, so we actually developed this strategy where you don't actually need a lot of time. Maybe you only need like 5 minutes a day to do it. Yeah.
5 minutes a
So
day? Oh, wow.
yes. Well, but you have to learn first, of course. Yeah. Then it can be 5 minutes a day. Yeah.
Okay, and does it involve charts? Because some people are gonna ask, I don't like looking at all these, candlesticks and so on. So are there charts involved?
Yeah. That definitely you have to look at it a little bit. Lah. Okay. But then again, if you learn the strategy well, okay, if you learn the strategy well, in fact, you just need half a minute to look at the chart. Then you can take the action. Yeah, because
Okay,
you don't really need to study the candlestick very detailed, in details. Mm.
okay. So you got me a little bit more. You got me, and then let me phrase it correctly. You got me interested, more interested already. I'm interested. I'm getting even more interested because it took about less than 5 minutes. Okay, right? Yeah. Okay. So I want to come back to you again, Leslie, to share what's your happiest, about your client. What's the one thing that made you happiest, that you have helped your client? Okay, right. So between Czarina and Marius, who wants to go first? So let's go. Let's the gentleman go first this time, huh? Okay, Czarina. Okay. So Marius, what was the share with us a story? How that was happiest for you. When you help a client. Okay, what was the happiest
Yes,
story for you?
yes. Actually, I remember when I have a client and we met in a restaurant. During our conversation, I am a financial advisor. So the client is asking for an investment. For investments, he was consulting about an investment. So during our conversation, I learned that the coming from that why he is investing is more about the anger to his mom. So he is buying investment because he is angry to his mom. I said
Mm,
that wait, this is not a good idea because it's just an impulse buying. So I it just came out. I just keep on asking questions. Why are you buying this? Why you are interested to this product, etc. And then I told him, wait, let's take aside the investment portion. Let's talk about you. So I keep on talking about him. He releases some angers already, and I said to them, okay, later on, let's talk again about the investment. But before we talk about investment, talk to your mom. During
mm,
that at the end of our conversation, he is crying. He is really crying. After a week, we talk again. And I already closed that account. My fear is that if that person bought out of emotions, it is not sustainable. He will just buy it and then later on, he will not renew, he will not pay the annual fees. That is my
mm.
fear. But if he's already handled his inner condition, then there is already commitment from that person, from that
Okay.
client. So that's the most memorable thing that I remember
Yeah.
during my uh, as a financial advisor.
Thanks, Marius. Thanks for sharing that. What about you, Zarina?
While Marius was talking, I was trying to figure out which to choose because there's so many. But one that just came to mind actually now is a few years ago, I had a patient who lived in the US and she had actually mild epilepsy. And one of the things that made her think about me was that I think she thought about how maybe epilepsy could be caused by stress.
Mm-hmm.
And she contacted me and we did actually just I think one session actually. And when we did that session, she was already in like a hopeless state because she lost her license for one thing, to drive, because
Mm-hmm.
she had an attack during the time when she was driving on
Oh,
the freeway. And
wow.
yeah, she kicked the acceleration of the car. So she almost got into an accident, and she also had to take a break from her job because it was affecting her movement, so she
Mm-hmm.
couldn't perform. And she really wanted to, find a solution that was also kind of like holistic or natural. So she took a chance and contacted me, and it's a good thing we were I was available at that time. And we did a session. Normally for cases like epilepsy, we can take several sessions, but again, it depends on the person that's in front of me. And I think she was just so receptive and just willing to be helped. And in one session, she improved, and she noticed that she didn't have any attack that day. And it
Okay.
it started to improve already, and even her medication that she was taking, she was responding to it well already. And eventually, after I think in like a month, she was able to get back her license and go back to work. So I mean, I'm quite happy with that
That's
because I was
good.
able
Yeah.
to help her. Yeah.
Yeah. And the key thing is able to get back into life. If I use the
Yes.
word
Yes.
normally, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Okay.
Yes.
So Leslie, what's your most happiest story?
Okay, just like Czarina, I actually have a few, but yeah, but the one or two that come into my mind straight away is actually this student of us of ours. He actually told us that he is during May this year, his whole crypto account actually got liquidated, go to zero. Yeah, because he actually over leveraged. Yeah, so he actually do some leveraging. It's actually very risky, especially if you don't really know what you're doing. Yeah. So currently he's actually in profit, and earn back what he has liquidated. That was the amount that was liquidated using the
Wow.
method we taught them. Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
another one is actually a student. He didn't have he was a student. He was a university undergrad. Yeah, but already graduated. Yeah. So back then he lost a bit of money, but fortunately, as students don't have a lot of money to lose. Yeah, so I think it's only a couple of $100. Yeah, couple of
Okay.
$100. So yeah, now he's actually I think after 6 months, he's already about 300% up. Yeah, from his initial investment, which is not a lot also, but yeah, it's I think he started with a few $100 as well. Yeah, but I think that's
So
a
I
good start.
think so, Leslie. I guess with a lot of investments, and Marius, you say the same thing. It's consistency, isn't it? It's not initially the quantity, but if you consistently do that, yeah,
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 agree.
consistently do that. Okay. So, like I shared with all of you earlier on, I'm YP, the work less earn more, expert. So I help busy entrepreneurs. That's the people I normally work with, busy entrepreneurs, because I believe that every business owner have got the right to be happy, the right to be healthier, and the right to be wealthier, so that they can spend more time, with the family, doing things they're passionate about. Because I'm in BNI, I've worked with 10,000 over not students, sorry, 10,000 over business owners over the last 30 years. I've seen so many people who appears to be successful on the outside, but inside, gee, they are tired, they are overwhelmed, they got cash flow problems, they've got relationship problems, and life is meaningless when you got all those issues, isn't it? Right. So if you do want to find out a bit more about what I do, in a minute I'm going to flash on the screen, okay, a little link, okay, and tomorrow I'm going to do a 90-minute free workshop to introduce people to some concepts about how you can control your time mastery, become more productive and effective. I'm going to cover a bit more about money mastery, how you can make sure that you got surplus at the end of the month, how to earn a little bit more money so that you can invest, right, right, Leslie? Yeah. And then the last one is I'm talking about asset mastery. All of us have got a little bit more assets. How can you make your money work hard for you? So these are the three topics that we're covering tomorrow, and I'm going to put a link shortly. So now we're going to wrap up the show. So I'm going to have each of you, share how are you going to end the year strong for yourself, And what's the one tip give to our listeners? Okay, so who wants to go first?
Um, so I go first this time since both
Okay.
of them has gone first before me, right? So yeah, I think like I mentioned, because I advocate continuous learning. So I'm also to be frank, sometimes I go and learn a lot of different skills. So you may be surprised sometimes what type of knowledge and skills I have. Not saying that I'm very good at it, but I'm always very curious. Yeah, in fact, I know things like feng shui and all that, all these things as well.
Mm,
Yeah, so definitely I will continue to learn and improve. Because I think learning never stops, and by doing so, I think I'm also being responsible to both myself and our community. I believe that, yeah, because when you want to share more with them and grow with them, right? Okay, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do to finish strongly. And one final tip I think to the listeners is that there are many things that we there are many things to learn, but do we need to master all of them? I would say it's not possible. It's not possible. When I say the word master, I mean like you become like a super expert. Okay. So, but I think we want to know. We want to know about them. Okay. Find out which one suits you best, or maybe interests you the most, and then manifest it. Make yourself better and better in that one or two topic that you think that suits you or interests you the most. All
okay.
right, so that's
Thanks.
from me.
Let's hear from yeah, let's hear from Marius next.
Okay, so actually, I'm always keeping an eye. I keep an eye for my goals. So I just keep on going, just keep on going, keep on working, keep on everything. But at the end of the day, at the end of the year, I will surrender, meaning that I will trust that everything that I do, it will fall into the right place. Whatever the result is, I know it is the right thing. Because I
Mm,
already did my part, I am very committed for what I did, and I will surrender it to the universe. I will surrender it to the universe that whatever the result, it is the right result. And then for my tip for everyone is that uh, I keep on saying this one. The success of the intervention depends on the inner condition of the intervener. Meaning
okay.
that if I am leading for something, I need to start for myself, and then I can share. So that's it. So that's it for me,
Thank
YP.
you. Wow, that's powerful, Marius. Okay, and Zarina.
Amazing. Amazing tips. I'm gonna take note of those. Basically, like for myself, I always remind myself not every day that there's an opportunity to make a difference, right? And it's really about doing more than belonging. It's important to participate, and doing more than caring. It's also important to help, right? And you have to also do more than just believe. You have to practice what you learned. And also, more than being fair, you have to be kind, right? And
Mm,
those are the things that I try to remember. And even, like, in terms of like relationships, apart from like forgiving, it's important to move on, right? And forget. And of course, you dream, but you also have to work. You can't just wait for things to happen, and really not to get sidetracked. That's one of the things that is important. When you're almost at your goal, it's important not to relax. You have to keep going, right, until you get to that goal. And yeah, and the final tip, actually, for everybody that's listening, one of the things that has guided me a lot is really to make sure to stay consistent with the plans and strategies so that you can enter the new year strong, and actually surround yourself with what's important, and like family, right, or the people that have
mm,
positive influence on you. And I think that's how it be a nice been for me personally as well. And really focus on what's important and permanent, not temporary. So you eradicate any kind of like distraction or obstacle. And really, I think right now what we need is to be more reflective rather than be reactive, so we can really transcend any kind of like emotional things, so we can be clear and focused, right?
yeah.
So, and everything is solvable, so there's always a solution to every problem. And I think that's one of the things that can help carry us through 2022.
Thank you. Very well said. I could have said it better. Okay, right. Yeah. Right. So just as we end up, so thank you so much, Czarina. Thank you, Marius. Thank you, Leslie, for joining us to share. Okay. And let me just share, with everybody who's listening in, what's my vision? Why am I doing what I'm doing? My vision is to create a global community of 10,000 entrepreneurs who are working less, earning more, so that you've got more time to do things you're passionate about. You've got more time to spend with your family. And most importantly, you've got resources to go and do good in your community. Because I want these 10,000 entrepreneurs to be a force of positive change around the world. So this is YP Lai, saying bye-bye to all of you. And your first step to join our community is to see the link down there, the 7 Mastery. I'm having that webinar tomorrow night. Do come and join us at the starting point. And Leslie shared 2 events that's coming up. I'll make sure I get the links from him and I'll put it on my Facebook page so that you're able to attend. So bye-bye, everybody. Okay, have a great evening and good rest of the week. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.